191. To Swami Turiyananda, 6 Place des Etats Unis, Paris, August 1900. Dear Brother Hari, now I am staying on the sea coast of France. The session of the Congress of History of Religions is over. It was not a big affair. Some 20 scholars chattered a lot on the origin of the Shalagrama and the origin of Jehovah and similar topics. I also said something on the occasion. My body and mind are broken down. I need rest badly. In addition, there is not a single person on whom I can depend. On the other hand, so long as I live, all will become very selfish, depending upon me for everything. Dealing with people entails constant mental uneasiness. I have cut myself off by a will. Now I am writing to say that nobody will have sole power. All will be done in accordance with the view of the majority. If a trust deed on similar lines can be executed, then I am free. What you are doing is also Guru Maharaj's work. Continue to do it. Now I have done my part. Don't write to me any more about those things. Do not even mention the subject. I have no opinions whatever to give on that subject. Yours affectionately, Vivekananda. P.S. Convey my love to all. 192. To Swami Turiyananda, 6 Place des Etats Unis, The Forest P.O. Santa Clara Company, Paris, France, 1st September 1900. My dear Hari, I learnt everything from your letter. Earlier I had an inkling of some trouble between the full-fledged Vedantist and the Home of Truth. Someone wrote that. Such things do occur. Wisdom consists in carrying on the work by cleverly keeping all in good humor. For some time now I have been living incognito. I shall stay with the French to pick up their language. I am somewhat freed from worries. That is to say, I have signed the trust deed and other things and sent them to Calcutta. I have not reserved any right or ownership for myself. You now possess everything and will manage all work by the Master's grace. I have no longer any desire to kill myself by touring. For the present, I feel like settling down somewhere and spending my time among books. I have somewhat mastered the French language, but if I stay among the French for a month or two, I shall be able to carry on conversation well. If one can master this language and German sufficiently, one can virtually become well acquainted with European learning. The people of France are mere intellectualists. They run after worldly things and firmly believe God and souls to be superstitious. They are extremely loath to talk on such subjects. This is a truly materialistic country. Let me see what that Lord does. But this country is at the head of Western culture, and Paris is the capital of that culture. Brother, free me from all work connected with preaching. I am now aloof from all that. You manage it yourselves. It is my firm conviction that Mother will get work done through all of you 100-fold more than through me. Many days ago I received a letter from Kali. He must have reached New York by now. Miss Waldo sends news now and then. I keep sometimes well and sometimes bad. Of late I am again having that massage treatment by Mrs. Milton, who says, "You have already recovered." This much I see. Whatever the flatulence, I feel no difficulty in moving, walking, or even climbing. In the morning I take vigorous exercise and then have a dip in cold water. Yesterday I went to see the house of the gentleman with whom I shall stay. He is a poor scholar, has his room filled with books and lives in a flat on the 5th floor. And as there are no lifts in this country as in America, one has to climb up and down. But it is no longer trying to be. There is a beautiful public park round the house. The gentleman cannot speak English. That is a further reason for my going. I shall have to speak French perforce. It is all Mother's will. She knows best what she wants to have done. She never speaks out, only keeps mum. But this much I notice that for a month or so I have been having intense meditation and repetition of the Lord's name. Please convey my love to Miss Book, Miss Bell, Mrs. Aspinall, Miss Beckham, Mr. George, Dr. Logan, and other friends, and accept it yourself. My love to all in Los Angeles also. Yours, Vivekananda. 193. To Swami Turiyananda, 6 Place des Etats Unis, September 1900. My dear Turiyananda, just now I received your letter. Through Mother's will, all work will go on. Don't be afraid. I shall soon leave for some other place. Perhaps I shall be on a tour of Constantinople and other places for some time. Mother knows what will come next. I have received a letter from Mrs. Wilmot. From this too it appears that she is very enthusiastic. Sit firm and free from worries. Everything will be all right. If hearing the nada, etc., does anyone harm, he can get rid of it if he gives up meditation for a time and takes to fish and meat. If the body does not become progressively weak, there is no cause for alarm. Practice should be slow. I shall leave this place before your reply comes, so do not send the reply to this letter here. I have received all the issues of Sarada's paper and wrote to him lots a few weeks ago. I have a mind to send more later on. There is no knowing where my next stop will be. This much I can say, that I am trying to be free from care. I received a letter from Kali too today. I shall send him a reply tomorrow. The body is somehow rolling on. Work makes it ill and rest keeps it well. That is all. Mother knows. Nivedita has gone to England. She and Mrs. Bull are collecting funds. She has a mind to run a school at Kishangarh with the girls she had there. Let her do what she can. I do not intervene any more in any matter. That is all. My love to you. But I have nothing more to advise as regards work. Yours in service, Vivekananda. 194. To Madame Emma Carve. 6. Place des États-Unis, Paris, October 1900. My dear Mademoiselle, I have been very happy and content here. I am having the best of times after many years. I find life here with Mr. Bois very satisfactory, the books, the calm, and the absence of everything that usually troubles me. But I don't know what kind of destiny is waiting for me now. My letter is funny, isn't it? But it is my first attempt. Yours faithfully, Vivekananda. 195. To Sister Christine. 6. Place des États-Unis, Paris, 14th October 1900. God bless you at each step, my dear Christine. Such is my constant prayer. Your letter, so beautiful and so calm, has given me that fresh energy which I am often losing. I am happy, yes, I am happy, but the cloud has not left me entirely. It sometimes comes back, unfortunately, but it no longer has the morbidity it used to have. I am staying with a famous French writer, M. Jules Bois. I am his guest. As he is a man making his living with his pen, he is not rich, but we have many great ideas in common and feel happy together. He discovered me a few years ago and has already translated some of my pamphlets into French. We shall in the end find what we are looking for, isn't it? Thus I shall travel with Madame Carve, Miss MacLeod, and M. Jules Bois. I shall be the guest of Madame Carve, the famous singer. We shall go to Constantinople, the Near East, Greece, and Egypt. On our way back, we shall visit Venice. It may be that I shall give a few lectures in Paris after my return, but they will be in English, with an interpreter. I have no time any more, nor the power to study a new language at my age. I am an old man, isn't it? Mrs. Funke is ill. I think she works too hard. She already had some nervous trouble. I hope she will soon be well. I am sending all the money I earned in America to India. Now I am free, the begging monk as before. I have also resigned from the presidentship of the monastery. Thank God, I am free. It is no more for me to carry such a responsibility. I am so nervous and so weak. As the birds which have slept in the branches of a tree wake up, singing when the dawn comes, and soar up into the deep blue sky, so is the end of my life. I have had many difficulties, and also some very great successes, but all my difficulties and suffering count for nothing, as I have succeeded. I have attained my aim. I have found the pearl for which I dived into the ocean of life. I have been rewarded. I am pleased. Thus it seems to me that a new chapter of my life is opening. It seems to me that Mother will now lead me slowly and softly. No more effort on roads full of obstacles. Now it is the bed prepared with birds down. Do you understand that? Believe me, I feel quite sure. The experience of all my life up to now has taught me, thank God, that I always find what I am looking for with eagerness. Sometimes it is after much suffering, but it does not matter. All is forgotten in the softness of the reward. You are also going through troubles, my friend, but you shall have your reward. Alas, what you now find is not a reward but an additional affliction. As to myself, I see the cloud lifting, vanishing, the cloud of my bad karma, and the sun of my good karma rises, shining, beautiful, and powerful. This will also be the case for you, my friend. My knowledge of this language has not the power to express my emotion. But which language can really do so? So I drop it, leaving it to your heart to clothe my thought with a soft, loving, and shining language. Good night. Good night. Your devoted friend, Vivekananda. P.S. We shall leave Paris for Vienna on October 29th. Mr. Leggett is leaving for the United States by next week. We shall notify the post office to forward our letters to our further destinations. V. 196. To Miss Josephine MacLeod, Port Tewfik, 26th November 1900. Dear Joe, the steamer was late, so I am waiting. Thank goodness it entered the canal this morning at Port Said. That means it will arrive sometime in the evening if everything goes right. Of course, it is like solitary imprisonment these 2 days, and I am holding my soul in patience. But they say the change is thrice dear. Mr. Gaze's agent gave me all wrong directions. In the first place, there was nobody here to tell me a thing, not to speak of receiving me. Secondly, I was not told that I had to change my Gaze's ticket for a steamer one at the agent's office, and that was at Suez, not here. It was good one way, therefore, that the steamer was late, so I went to see the agent of the steamer, and he told me to exchange Gaze's pass for a regular ticket. I hope to board the steamer sometime tonight. I am well and happy and am enjoying the fun immensely. How is Mademoiselle? Where is Bois? Give my everlasting gratitude and good wishes to Madame Carve. She is a good lady. Hoping you will enjoy your trip. Ever affectionately yours, Vivekananda. 197. To Mrs. Old Bull, The Mutt, Belur, Howrah District, Bengal, India, 15 December 1900. My dear mother, 3 days ago I reached here. It was quite unexpected, my visit, and everybody was so surprised. Things here have gone better than I expected during my absence. Only Mr. Sevier has passed away. It was a tremendous blow, sure, and I don't know the future of the work in the Himalayas. I am expecting daily a letter from Mrs. Sevier, who is there still. How are you? Where are you? My affairs here will be straightened out shortly, I hope, and I am trying my best to straighten them out. The remittance you send my cousin should henceforth be sent to me direct, the bills being drawn in my name. I will cash them and send her the money. It is better the money goes to her through me. Saradananda and Brahmananda are much better, and this year there is very little malaria here. This narrow strip on the banks of the river is always free from malaria. Only when we get a large supply of pure water the conditions will be perfected here. Vivekananda. Epistles.